Hello, and welcome to your Navina Flow. I'm so happy you're here, and I hope that you are, first of all, before we even get started, be proud of yourself that you're taking this time to carve out some movement and some breath, and this next hour really is for you to just utilize that focus and attention to really honor where your body is and allow yourself to open up to where it's ready to go today. So everything I do is going to be offered with some modifications, and so feel free to just, take what you need and leave what you don't, and really just honor where you're at today. So we're going to work into a core practice today and build a little bit of heat there. And I promise you will get some well-deserved relaxation at the end, but I hope that you enjoy. So if you do have a couple of blocks, I highly recommend that you grab them, and you may or may not need them, but it is always nice to have them, and I do always like to use them at the end anyways. So anything else that's going to support your ability to anchor into a good space, blankets, eye pillows, all of those things, feel free to grab them. And otherwise, we're going to get started today on our backs. So take your feet and bring them flat. We're going to reach the arms straight forward, taking a nice big deep breath in. And then slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. And then as you lower down, make sure those shoulders are relaxing down by your side. And then we're going to take your time and bring your arms by your side and then extend your legs nice and long. Now take as wide of a stance that feels good for you. Inching your shoulders back a little bit more, and then just allowing for a little bit more length into the back of your neck. Just notice your breath. Notice how you feel as you land here in this space. Going on in your world that's trying to tug at your attention, just do your best to leave it there. Bring all of your focus on you. Feel the pulse of your breath through your body. You can feel your breath a little bit more evenly as you create that expansion on your inhale and that gentle release on your exhale. Let this set the tone for the rest of your practice to anchor in and let go. Coupling those actions with your breath will really allow yourself to stay focused and also really be present as we move today in a way that just adds that quality and care to your movement. Both you and your body deserve this attention. Just 2 more deep breaths here. Slowly and gently just start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body. And then as you inhale, just slowly start to bend into your right knee and bend into your left knee. And then walk the feet even wider now. So mat width, maybe even wider than that. And just let the knees gently drop in. And try to feel in and around your hips just soften right away. Feel that little extra space into your low back. We'll take one more deep breath here. slowly taking your time, just bringing the knees out. Let's let them slowly drop over to the left side. And on your next inhale, bring the knees back to center and let them fall over to the right, excuse me. Inhale slowly, coming all the way back up, and then walk your feet together and then just lift your legs and hug your knees in towards your chest and feel that nice little release as you rock gently side to side. And then go ahead and place your feet down to the ground. You're gonna take one of your blocks, and if you don't have a block, that's okay. If you have a cushion or something, that would be great, and if you don't have that either handy, that's okay. But it's nice to get a little bit of lift into this, so let's lift the hips up, take the block just below the sacrum, and if this doesn't feel good, please just ditch it. It should feel good. We're gonna slowly bend the right knee in towards the chest, interlocking your fingers around your right shin, and then just kind of explore a little bit. Rock that knee gently side to side. And then allow yourself to settle into a space that feels good and nourishing. This should feel nothing but good as you maybe even go a little deeper and straighten through your left leg. Just breathe into that space as you hug the knee into the chest. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. We'll take just 2 more breaths here. Extended that left leg, go ahead and bend the left knee in, and then we'll release the right foot down to the ground, and then inhale here. Left knee is going to lift, and you'll interlock your fingers around your left shin. Hug the knee, and then once again just rock the knee a little bit side to side. And then maybe extending through that right leg. And notice the effect that has on into the left hip. Make sure it doesn't pull you away from that integrity, from feeling that stretch in a way that you can breathe into it and soften into it. One more breath here. Slowly taking your time and release your left foot. Keep the right leg where it is, and if it is straight, go ahead and relax the left leg to meet it. Now reach the arms up and back, and then bending into the elbows and just goal posting the arms here as long as that feels good for you. We're gonna take just a couple of breaths here. Again, just coming back to creating this awareness around just how you feel. Take one more breath. And then slowly taking your time, bringing your arms back bound by your side. You're gonna bend into your knees, planting the feet flat, and then we're gonna slowly peel the hips up and just lift the hips up off of the mat. Press the arm bones down, and we'll hold here just for a few breaths. So really squeezing into the back body, the glutes, feeling yourself hug in and lift up a little bit more. And then really draw the front of your ribs together. Feel a little more spacious in that upper back. Take one more breath. And then moving that block, if you have brought it underneath the hips, lower the hips back down to the ground. And then one more time, we'll hug the knees into the chest, and then just notice the shift. Take one more deep breath here. And then you're gonna take your time and bring your legs into a tabletop position. So reverse table, I should say, and squeeze the knees and feet together, spread the toes wide. Now from this position, you're gonna inhale. I want you to squeeze the knees to activate that inner thigh connection, and then lengthen your low back. Feel the belly button hug into the spine, and then keep that as you bring the knees a hip width apart. We're gonna inhale here. You're gonna lower your right leg down towards the ground. It's not necessarily gonna touch the ground. You're gonna exhale, slowly bring that leg back up to center. And then we're gonna inhale, lower the left leg down to the ground. And exhale, slowly bring it back up to center. Doing that one more time each side, lowering the right leg, noticing the left hip naturally wanting to hike up a little bit. So really use that core strength. Left leg lowers. And exhale, slowly come back up. Now inhale here, bring your hands to a hovered position, tuck the chin to the chest, and we're gonna exhale, lift the head. Now make sure your shoulders don't round forward. They're gonna stay relaxed down your back, and then we're gonna inhale here, lower that right leg. Nothing else moves as you exhale, slowly lift it back up. And then inhale, lowering the left leg. Exhale, slowly lifting the left leg. Now inhale, option here is to reach the left arm as the right leg lowers. Rib cage stays nice and connected. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, lowering the left leg, right arm. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. Just two more here. Inhale, lowering the right leg. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. And then inhale, lowering the left leg. Exhale, coming back to center. Now lift the head a little bit higher and then slowly lower down. Bringing the knees and feet back together. This time, inhale, lowering those legs down. They will not go as far, using both legs. Exhale, slowly bringing it back up. Inhale, lowering back down. Exhale, slowly lifting back up. Option here, hover the arms, tuck the chin to the chest. We'll exhale, slowly lift the arms in head, and then inhale, reach the arms back, legs reach up. Exhale, slowly come back to center. And again, inhale, reach the arms back, keep the ribs in. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. One more time, inhale. Exhale, bringing yourself back to center, and then slowly lowering down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Take a nice big breath in. Take a nice big breath out. One more breath here, doing whatever feels good. Maybe that's rocking a little bit side to side. Maybe you crave a little bit of stillness. Both acceptable. On your next inhale, you're gonna lift your legs back to that reverse table, and this time just take your hands to your thighs. Now what I want you to do is start to hug the knees back into the chest, but then resist with your hands and press your hands into your thighs, as you lengthen the low back and scoop that belly button to spine. Breathing here, I encourage you to just close your eyes and start to feel that warming sensation below your belly button, activating a little bit more through your core. Let's take one more deep breath, and then slowly release. From here, hands come back down to the ground. We're gonna lengthen through the legs this time. Inhale, now nothing moves. You're gonna lower that right leg down towards the ground. Exhale, slowly lift that right leg back up. Inhale, now if this feels too much, you just work with that first set we did with the knees bent. Exhale, slowly coming back up. Option here, arms hover. We inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, lift the head. Inhale, lowering the right leg, lifting that left arm in opposition. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. Inhale, lowering the left leg, right arm reaches back. Exhale, slowly coming back to the center. And again, Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, coming back. And again, we're here for 3. Nice and controlled. 2, make sure that you're looking forward and not up. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. 1 more time. And then slowly lift your head a little bit higher, and then let the head relax, but keep the legs where they are. This time, just zip them together. Take 1 clearing breath here. Keep the low back long, and we're gonna inhale, lower the legs down towards the floor, not trying to touch it. Exhale, slowly lifting back up. And again, inhale, lowering the legs down towards the ground. Exhale, slowly lifting back up. Option to add the upper body, lengthening the arms, back of the neck. Exhale, lift. And then we just reach those arms back in opposition as the legs lengthen forward. And slowly coming back to the center. Keep that low back long. Inhale, reaching. Exhale. Good, we're gonna do that 2 more times, almost there. Make sure that you are breathing with me. Exhale. And then 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, lift your head a little bit higher. This time, grab the backs of the knees, tuck the chin to the chest, and then roll yourself up, nice and controlled. Elbows down, and then maybe we even start to lengthen the legs and release the arms. We hold here for 3. Lifting that chest, breathing deeply here for 2. 1 more breath. Really good, and then slowly cross the ankles, take your time, and come into a tabletop position. So in that tabletop position, I want you to just move around a little bit, sway your body a little bit, and just kind of wake up a little bit into that motion as we've focused a lot on our core to start. And then take your time as you come into the center, turning your fingertips towards the sides and then towards the knees. We're gonna inhale here, soft bend in the elbows, open and expand the chest. Exhale, press away from the floor and round through your spine. Inhale, opening up, soft bend in the elbows, tilting the tailbone to the sky. Exhale, pressing away. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, opening up. And then exhale, pressing away. Now on your inhale, slowly find that neutral position in your spine. Bring your fingertips to face forward. And then inhale 1 more time. Open and expand the chest. Exhale, pressing away and rounding through your spine. Inhale, slowly taking your time and then lengthening the heart forward. Now we're gonna tuck the toes underneath. You're gonna lengthen into your low back, scoop the belly button to spine, and then you're gonna lift your knees just to a hover here. Breathing deeply as we inhale. And then again, pulling that low belly in, feeling that inner fire as you meet it with your breath. Again, we have to work to really create that steady state. 1 more breath. And then slowly dropping the knees down. Walking the knees and feet back. We want a little bit of space at the top of the mat. We're gonna inhale here, finding that modified plank. Take a breath out, shoulders down your back, and then on your next inhale, lower down to a hover, elbows hug in. Exhale, press back up. Inhale, shift the weight back. Exhale, slowly coming forward into that plank. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, pressing back up, nice and controlled. Inhale, shift the weight back. And exhale, coming forward. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press back up. Inhale, shift the weight back. And then last round, inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press back up. And then inhale, shift the weight back. Let's just take a full round of breath here. So as you exhale, breathe it out. And then inhale, slowly coming forward. This time we're gonna lower down all the way to a count of 5, 4, keep that chest open, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, we're gonna bring the hands just a little bit wider than the mat. So thumbs will be touching, everything else off. We're gonna peel the upper body off of the mat. Keep the ribs in. Exhale, slowly coming back down. And then inhale, lengthen through the legs and lift the legs up off of the floor. Exhale, slowly coming back down. Now inhale, lifting the upper body. I want you to see now if you can press into your palms, coming a little bit higher into that cobra. And then as you exhale, we're gonna lower down and start to lift the legs. Inhale, slowly peeling yourself up. Shoulders down your back. Exhale, slowly lifting through the legs and lift up. One more time, inhale, slowly peel up. Exhale, slowly coming back down. And then slowly release the legs. And then just take a breath here. Big exhale out, and then bring your hands back by your floating ribs. Zip your knees and feet together. And then on your next breath out, press up slowly to the top of that plank, holding it at the top. And then we'll go ahead, bring your feet hips width apart and find your downward facing dog. Now take a couple of breaths, just pedal out the feet a little bit, noticing how you feel here. And then settle into the center, bending the knees a little bit more than you need to. And then just take a nice, big, deep breath in. And a clearing breath out. Now on your next inhale, we're gonna lift the heels up nice and high, gaze forward, come into that high plank position. Now you're welcome to keep the knees down like we did in the first set. It was hard enough as that was, but feel free to go into this full plank variation with me instead. Inhale, lowering yourself down to hover. Exhale, pressing back up. Soften the knees. Inhale, downward facing dog. And then exhale, slowly rolling forward into that plank position. Lower down as you inhale. Press up as you exhale. Soften the knees, peel your hips up, down dog. Exhale, slowly coming forward. Just a couple of more. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, pressing back up. Inhale, lifting the hips up to the sky. And exhale, slowly coming forward. One more time. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, pressing back up. Inhale, coming into that downward facing dog. And then let's hang out here for a moment. And then just release what you need. Again, we've got to clear out the space. And just let go of any of that heaviness that comes along with those more challenging positions. On your next inhale, lifting the heels high, gazing forward, coming back into that high plank position. We're gonna lower once again to a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, what I'm gonna get you to do is reach your arms straight forward. Flip your palms to face one another, and then just draw your shoulders down your back. Inhaling here, I want you to lift your right leg and your left arm. Exhale, slowly lowering back down. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, right arm. Exhale, slowly coming back down. Just a couple more times. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, slowly release. And then right arm, left leg. And then slowly release. One more time each side. Inhale here. And slowly come back down. One more time. then slowly release. Bring your hands back by your floating ribs. Feel free to keep the knees down, or you can join me in tucking the toes and extending the legs. Exhale. Start to push yourself up nice and slow, finding the top of that plank, holding here, and then lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Soften the knees a little bit more than you need to. And then let's take just one more deep breath here. Now slowly taking your time, we're gonna drop the knees. Now if you have your blocks, I'm gonna get you to bring your blocks with you to the top of your mat at the mid setting. Now inhale here, palms are gonna press. You're gonna lift up into that downward facing dog again. Let's kick the right leg up towards the sky. Now, as you do that, what I want you to do is drop your right hip down and then take a nice big deep breath in. So treat this just the same way. We're lifting the right leg without losing that integrity through the midline. So everything's staying balanced and connected. Take one more breath, lift a little higher. And then you're gonna slowly bend your right knee and step your right foot in between your palms. Now take your time, drop your back knee down and then untuck the toes. Inhale, arms are gonna reach up towards the sky. Take a nice big breath in. Now relax your shoulders down your back as you lift up out of the waist. And then just breathe deeply here. Actively push into both your feet to lift through that center line of your body. And just take one more breath here. Now on your next inhale, I'm gonna get you to bring your hands to your blocks if you have them. Bring them right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your left toes underneath and then get your back leg really strong. Now let's bend and stretch this left leg just a couple of times. And what I want you to feel is just how much stronger that right leg can actively push when we have that left leg up and really strong and powerful as well. So shift the weight, lengthen the heart forward, and then from here, take your right hand to your hip. You're gonna push that right hip back, lengthen the heart forward, and then open your right shoulder up to the sky. Inhale, right arm's gonna start to reach up. Now I want you to get so strong in both your legs, so strong into that core. Notice the action of scooping the belly button in, resulting in a stronger foundation in your right foot, and also a stronger sensation in your right thigh. And then see if you could get lighter in your left hand. Keep that action of the twist, and then I want you to challenge yourself to see if you could reach that left arm forward. Breathing deeply here for 3. Now lengthen a little bit more and then twist just a little bit more. 2. One more breath. And then slowly take your left hand down, bring your right hand to the block. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Drop the back knee down, and then we're just gonna shift the weight back, lifting your right toes, lengthening the heart forward, breathing deeply here for 3. Really try to soften your shoulders for 2. And then just take one more deep breath here. Now on your next inhale, we're gonna slowly shift the weight forward. You're gonna lift your back leg and then just step your left foot a little bit closer. Take your blocks to their highest setting at the top of the mat, and then inhale here. You're gonna lengthen the heart forward. Press into that right leg, kicking the left leg up. Now, find the tips of the fingers. See if you can challenge your core as you press into the floor a little bit more. And then inhale here. Could you reach that right arm straight ahead? Breathing deeply here. And lengthen a little more. For 3. For 2. Take one more breath. Now you're gonna slowly bring your right hand to your hip. Then from there, slowly bring your left hand to your hip. And we're gonna try to pull that left leg up and through without touching the floor. Spread the left toes nice and wide. Drop your left hip. And then inhale here, arms are gonna reach out like a T. You're gonna exhale, start to twist to the left. And then from this position, right hand is gonna grab the outside of your left knee. You're gonna create some resistance between them, just like we did at the start. All for the purpose of activating that core a little more. And then you're gonna trust yourself to look to your left thumb. Breathing deeply here. One more breath. Rinse out just a little bit more. And then we'll slowly come back to center. Bring the hands to your heart. Exhale, kick that left leg forward. And then slowly lower it down. Now let's inhale. Arms are gonna reach up towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Now we're just gonna take those blocks out of the way. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the heart forward. And then exhale, plant your palms, step back into your high plank position. Take a nice steady breath in, heart forward. Drop the knees if you need. Exhale, lower slow. Now maybe we inhale, come into that deeper back bend now in our up dog. Exhale, and come into your downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in. And a really big breath out. Let it be a clearing breath. One more here. And then on your inhale, kick the left leg up towards the sky. Keeping those hips square, actively pushing out of your right foot to lift that right hip a little higher so that you can square your left hip a little bit more. One more deep breath. And then we're gonna slowly take your time and bend your left knee, stepping your left foot in between your palms. Dropping that back knee down, untucking the toes, and then we'll inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Shoulders are gonna relax down your back, and again, don't sink into the lunge. Lift out of it, keep creating that space, and try to really melt your shoulders down your back. Breathe here. You have one more breath. And then slowly taking your time, once again, grab those blocks, bring them to their mid setting. Inhale here, tuck your right toes and lift the back leg. So again, let's drop that back knee down. Just notice the natural power that comes into the left leg when you bring the power into the right leg. Everything's connected, right? So as you do that, stay really mindful that you're meeting it with the action of pushing into the floor. Hold this one. Bring your left hand to your hip and lengthen your heart forward. Let's rotate that left shoulder open. And then from there, left arm's gonna reach up to the sky. Now keep squeezing into that midline and then see if you could get lighter into your right hand. And then just play with it. Reach that right arm forward. It'll be a little wobbly, you might even fall, that's okay. Just smile on the way back up. Again, can we shift that focus to just be proud of what we're doing instead of letting that mind be heavy and hard on ourselves? Take one more breath. And then slowly taking your time, bringing your hands down, dropping that back knee down, and then just shift the weight back. Lengthen the heart forward from here. And then just breathe. Two more breaths. And one more here. On your next inhale, we're gonna slowly shift the weight forward. And then you're gonna lift your back leg, step it just a little bit closer, and then you're gonna take your blocks to their high setting. Inhale here, lengthen the heart forward, shift the weight, and press into your left foot, kick up higher with your right foot. Now, even if you have the support of the blocks, you're gonna notice you bend that knee a little bit and have to dump into the hands. So get stronger into your core and lengthen your heart forward. And then from here, without arching your back, can you reach that left arm forward? Breathe here. One more breath. Just expand a little bit more. And then slowly take your left hand to your hip. Right hand is gonna follow, and we're gonna bend that right knee up and through. Big breath in. Open those arms out like a T. Hug the core into the spine, belly button in, I should say, and then turn and twist. Left hand grabs the outer edge of the right knee. Now get stronger in that whole center line of the body, and then start to reach back more with the right, and then start to look towards that right thumb. Inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, twist just a little bit more. Good. One more breath. And then slowly taking your time, bringing your hands to your heart. Exhale, kick your right leg straight forward, and then we'll slowly lower the right leg down. Inhale, arms are gonna reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Again, move those blocks out of the way. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms. We'll step back into that high plank position. Breathe in. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, press away. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in, and then let it be a really nice clearing breath out. And then just notice what you notice. Let it go. Come back to filling your body with your breath. One more here. Now, this time on your inhale, kicking that right leg and bringing it back up towards the sky. Take an inhale here. Bend your right knee, and then you're gonna slowly step your right foot in between your palms. Now this time, keeping the back leg strong, if that's available, we're gonna inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Now let those shoulders slide down your back, slide a little bit deeper into that right thigh, and then from here, hug the ribs in. Soft gaze up. Give yourself just another deep, full breath of air here. And then slowly take your time, bring your hands to frame that right foot. Now again, we're gonna drop the back knee down, shift the weight back, except this time I want you to wiggle your right foot over to the left, and then you're gonna pull those toes back. So you should feel a deep sensation running down the right side of your leg, and then see if you could increase that while breathing, of course. So maybe you stay, or maybe you walk your hands over to the right. Notice your right toes wanting to go right. Keep hugging them to the left, and then just breathe into that. Good, giving yourself just one more breath here. And then we're gonna inhale, slowly take our time, and then come back to the center. So now just walking your right foot back in line with the hip. And then from this position, once again, grab a hold of your blocks. We're gonna inhale here, lift the back leg, shift the weight forward, and then press away from the mat. Inhale here, lengthen the heart forward. And then this time you're gonna start to reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then keep breathing deeply here. And just twist a little bit more. And then from this position, could you press into your right foot, hover that left hand, and maybe even reach that left arm forward. One more breath. Slowly, and maybe not slowly, bring the left hand, right hand down and flex your left foot. Take a nice big deep breath in. We'll take the blocks out of the way. Soft bend into the knees, hands to the hips, and we'll inhale, grow tall. Pop your right heel high. lift your right leg up, and then left hand's gonna grab the outer edge of the right knee, or maybe you start to lift that right knee a little higher and then grab the outer edge of your right foot. Start to kick that right leg straight forward, shoulders down your back, and then right arm's gonna reach back. Keep breathing here, and then you're gonna trust yourself to look to the right, and then maybe look towards that right thumb. Take your time if you're like me and you fell out. And then again, more importantly, it's not even so much the importance of getting back in, it's that self-talk that occurs along the way. So again, just be proud that you're not trying to be perfect and hold yourself back where you can be, but you're letting yourself get a little wobbly, a little messy. One more breath. And then slowly take your time, come back to the center, and then we'll inhale, arms reach up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your high plank position. Take a nice steady breath in, and exhale, lower slow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath in, and then let it be a clearing breath out. On your next inhale, left leg lifts up to the sky. Bend your left knee, step your left foot in between your palms, and then reach those arms up to the sky. Now, as your arms reach up, soften your shoulders down your back, and then I want you to slide deep into that lunge without dumping into the lunge. So you're using the action of the legs to lift out of the spine. And then just keep breathing here. Start to shift that gaze up, and allow yourself 2 more breaths here. One more. And then you're gonna slowly take your time, and then from here, bring your hands to frame that left foot, drop your right knee down. So we're gonna shift the weight back and walk your left foot in line with your right knee. Lengthen the heart forward, and then if you can smile, I mean it, walk your hands over. It's okay, it can be a fake smile if you need to be. But if you can't even drum up the space to have a fake smile, you're too far. Just ease off. Breathe here. And then allow yourself 1 more breath like this. And then you're gonna slowly and gently just take your time and come back to the center. Walk your left foot back in line with your hips. 1 more time, grab those blocks. And then we're gonna inhale here. Back leg gets strong. You're gonna lengthen the heart forward and then push away from the floor. Now inhale here, lengthen. And then left hand to the hip, push that hip up and back, and then rotate that left shoulder open. Left arm's gonna start to reach up to the sky, and then we're gonna keep kicking up higher. And then I want you to just play with it. Smile with me. And then don't take it too seriously. See if you can hover that right hand, and then maybe reach that right arm forward. 1 more breath. And then slowly take your time, bring your hands down to the blocks, and bring that right foot back down. From here, moving the blocks out of your way, soft bend into the knees, and then we'll inhale, slowly come all the way up. Now popping that left heel high, lift that left leg up, and then from here, right hand grabs the outer edge of the left knee. Now lift tall, hug in, and then start to twist. If it's there for you, start to lift that left knee. Do your best not to lean forward too much to get that grip, and then extend that left leg forward, and whatever variation you're choosing to honor today, reach your left arm back. Look to that left thumb, and then breathe. Inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, twist a little more. 1 more breath. And then slowly take your time, bringing yourself back to the center. Inhale here, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the heart forward. And then exhale, plant your palms, step back into your high plank position. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, upward dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big deep breath. And then slowly drop your knees down to a wide-legged child's pose. And let the arms be active here. So we're gonna keep ourselves into that strong state and that steady state with the breath, maybe rocking the hips side to side. And as we start to approach the end of our time here together today, I want you to just continue with that intention, anchor in and let go. Settle into the center. We'll take one more deep breath, and then we're gonna play in another variation of kind of what we've been doing this entire time. So can you tell yourself right now, I will get wobbly, and it's okay. One more breath. On your next inhale, let's slowly come all the way up. Tucking the toes, coming back to a high plank, breathe here, and then inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. So on your next breath, you're gonna lift your right leg up to the sky. Now I want you to really specifically feel the action of your right palm pressing, left leg pressing, and then see if you could just find the tips of your left fingers. And then maybe, just maybe, we start to lift the left hand and bring it up off the mat. Inhale here. Again, it will be wobbly. One more breath. And then slowly bring the left hand down, right foot down. Take a nice big breath in. Be proud of what you're doing. Inhale here, left leg lifts up to the sky. And then you just take your time, anchor into that left hand and the right foot in a way that hugs the entire midline of your body. Breathe and lift your right palm. And then see if you can just play with lifting the right fingertips. And you just breathe. Keep trying to anchor into that midline. One more breath. And then slowly bring your right hand down, left leg down. One more opportunity to flow. Big breath in, heart forward. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, opening up. And then exhale, coming into your downward facing dog. Now this time, coming into your child's pose, you're gonna slowly let the hips get heavy and let your elbows get heavy too. And then as just a little moment of inquiry here, again, just noticing where your mind has tried to take you over these last, really challenging 50 minutes. Have you been encouraging yourself, or has that self-talk been really hard on yourself? Or have you been maybe diving into certain stories about whatever it is that you're going through right now, and that's why you're not feeling your best? And all are okay. But again, the more that we can anchor into the breath, the more that we can diminish these things that hold us back. Doesn't mean they're not real and they're not valid. Take one more here. And then on your next inhale, slowly take your time and lengthen the heart forward. So, lifting the hips, we're gonna kick the feet out to one side, and then I'm gonna encourage you to grab those blocks and bring them towards the back of the mat. And then from here, what we're gonna do is just extend the legs straight out in front. Give your hips a little hike and maybe even a little wiggle, getting grounded right down into the mat. Inhale, big breath in, reach the arms up. And then exhale, reach forward, grabbing maybe the toes, maybe the ankles, maybe the shins. But whatever grip you have should enable you to lengthen your heart forward and soften your shoulders down your back. Close your eyes. And then just feel the sensations, and then with a little bit of curiosity, notice what you could do to increase that intensity in a way where you can still soften with your breath. So you welcome that uncomfortable feeling, but then you meet it and you change that state. So not only are we getting more flexible in our body with each breath, but also our mind too. Take one more here. And then you're gonna inhale and slowly roll yourself up. We're gonna bend into the knees, scoot your hips forward a little bit, and then from this position, reach your arms forward. Take a nice big deep breath in, and then slowly lower down just one vertebra at a time. And then once you're all the way down, you're gonna bend into your knees, planting your feet flat, and then we're just gonna do a gentle lift here as we lift into a bridge, pushing the arm bones down, lifting the hips up, and taking 2 breaths here. Slowly taking your time as you bring yourself back to the center, lowering the hips. Take your right heel, hook onto the left knee, and then just open that left knee up and lift your right leg up, left leg, up. And then just breathe here. Try not to use the hands going into that automatic action of pulling in, and just really create the resistance, just like we did at the start. Instead of the hands to the thigh, it's the right ankle to the thigh. One more breath. And then slowly taking your time, left foot comes down to the ground, and then the right foot comes down to the ground. Inhale here, left heel lifts, and then you hook that left foot. Go ahead and then lift the right leg off the floor, creating that strong connection between the heel and the thigh. Just one more breath here. And then slowly, once again, bringing the right foot down to the ground, left foot down to the ground. Walk your feet a little bit wider, and then just like we started, let those knees buckle in. Notice what you notice. Just let go of anything that's going to hold you back from this well-deserved relaxation at the end. On your next inhale, slowly walk those feet back together this time. Grab your blocks and let the knees come out to the sides. So the closer the blocks are to the hips, the more supportive that will be. And then just reach your arms in a way that feels good for you. So maybe up and back into that goal pose, maybe just a little wider by your side, maybe to your heart and to your belly. Just close your eyes if they aren't already. Doing your best to fully release anything that's going to pull you away. Just focusing on that next inhale, the next exhale. rinse and repeat. Allow yourself just 2 more breaths here. Notice where you went. Choice to stay and just nourish your body with a little stillness. More importantly, nourishing your nervous system. So if you've moved your hands, take your arms by your side, gently use your hands to draw the knees back up, feet hip width. Take your blocks to their mid-setting and then just tuck your chin to your chest, just like we did at the start. Use your core to lift your head and then just take the blocks to the backs of the knees. And let yourself rest here. Closing the eyes. Letting every inhale be your chance to anchor in. You feel that support, earth and the floor, and props below you. And let it enable you to let go a little bit deeper as you exhale. Feel that gentle cycle. And stay with it. Just one more breath here. This time I do invite you to bring your hand to your belly, hand to your heart. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. From here, just be proud of what you've done, because if you're still here, then it's definitely something to be proud of. Slowly and gently start to bring the legs together. Arms are going to reach up and back as you get as long as you can from your fingers to your toes. And then just kind of push whatever props, if you are using them, out of the way and hug the knees into your heart. Place your feet down to the ground and then we'll curl over onto your side, taking a breath there. Inhale, just slowly pushing yourself up, and then we'll come into that seated position, sitting up really nice and tall, closing the eyes and bringing the hands to the heart. And as you let your head be heavy, just allow yourself to really give yourself thanks, not just yourself for letting go of any of the other competing priorities and giving yourself this time to connect and move and build strength and flexibility. But I think one of the things we often underestimate the value and the power of in this practice is that ability to stay anchored and focused into your breath. By doing so, whether you realize it or not only do you make the most of your practice by being present and adding that quality and care, you slowly start to diminish that heaviness that we tend to hold on to about ourselves and our abilities. So by amplifying the breath and by creating this steady state, even though it gets wobbly, this is where we really find the true power in our practice. That we have to have the courage and vulnerability to connect with the wobbles, to be open to the wobbles, because it's only from there that we can redirect. And this is growth. It's hard work.